coach with so much uncertainty in basketball?
For me, there has been a bit of a distraction, a strain, based on all things being relative. I still get to coach. I'm blessed to be able to coach. I've always lived by the Bible verse, do your work as unto God and not unto men. And for me, it makes it easy. Would I love to have some things in order? Absolutely. But it's not the case. And when you're the head coach, when you're a father, when you're a husband, you have to deal in reality. And I have to devote myself to the people that are here right now and try to prepare as best I can. And that's what we're doing.
Are you able to get in some of the things that you want to get in as you go into the preseason?
Yeah, we are. And it may not be this way in the future, but I can't concern myself with that. I think the most important thing is to prepare the guys that are here. It's been a blessing having guys from last year's team here because it's been easier to teach. When you're coming out of a lockout, the most important thing you're worried about is legs, preparation, and trying to be efficient in your work, and I think we're trying to do that.
So who of these guys out here have impressed you?
No,
through 4 practice?
No, it's too early to tell. We haven't played against NBA competition, NBA referees, NBA venue. I'm not going to jump the gun and say this guy or that guy because we did that with a couple of guys last year. Didn't pan out, and I learned my lesson to allow a few games to go by and observe NBA conditions before I make an assessment.
So what's your starting lineup?
I don't know. I really don't. It's still up in the air right now because of the uncertainty of the situations around me.
As we get closer to the season, though, how much of a handicap is that? And you're still trying to figure out who's going to be in the starting lineup in the season.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 weeks.
Handicap, I wouldn't use that word, but excuses, we don't believe in them. I'm not going to give our guys an opportunity to bail out. We are no excuses, no explanation team. There's a number of teams around the league that don't have guys in camp. They're trying to re-sign guys, so it's not a bailout for us. We're not going to use it as
You said you had multiple plans, A, B, C. Which letter are you on today?
I haven't even started the alphabet. We are in the, whatever is before A, that's where we are. Just because you can't. We don't have a depth chart. We don't have anything. We're just trying to put in stuff with the guys we have, try to make the most of the situation.
At what point then does that become a real serious problem?
We're still dealing with this situation before our second preseason game, then it could become an issue. I won't say a problem, but it'll be an issue. It'll be my issue. It won't be the players. They want to play. But it'll be something that I have to work out and try to make better.
Optimally, how many more NBA experienced players would you like to have in this class?
I don't want to say that because the guys that are here are busting their butts. And far be it for me to disrespect somebody who's busting their tail every day for us. So we'll get the guys when we get them. If not, we'll roll with this crew and we'll do the best we can.
Monty, can you talk a little bit about your offensive and defensive philosophy and the challenges that you face implementing both systems with a group of players so inexperienced like this one?
I don't know if I have an offensive philosophy, to be honest with you. Our offense is based on our defense. So if that's a philosophy, then that's what we do. Defensively, we try to stop teams from scoring in our paint, force contested twos. And we feel like that gives us an opportunity to score easier baskets and become more efficient. Second year as a head coach, I don't know if I have a philosophy. If I do have any philosophies, they're all on the defensive end of the floor. It's what I believe in, it's what I was taught, and it's what we've taught since we've been here.
Coach, can you find some comfort in that at least the franchise seems to be doing well in terms of season ticket sales, and that at the very least, maybe the personnel's not there, but the rest of the structure seems to be doing all right?
No, I think that's what's lost in all of this. The work that Hugh Weber And all of those beautiful people downtown have busted their butts since last season to appeal to our community and show them that we're committed to being here. And our fans have stepped up and done something that you normally don't see in a market like this. So that's been the one thing that nobody's talking about. Our fans are behind us. They may be a bit frustrated with all of the things that are being reported, but Hugh and all those guys downtown, you need to take your hats off to those people, because I've watched those people work all summer and into December. They have really busted their tails.
You've seen a couple of guys who were with you last year sign with new teams yesterday, Aaron Gray, David West. Did you realistically feel as though you could bring both of those guys back, and how big a blow is it if you did feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, we all obviously wanted to bring both of those guys back. I'm going to miss those guys. Aaron was a guy who was a pro. Didn't work out for him earlier in the year, and he ends up making a name for himself in the playoffs. And he grew as a player, and he won me over with his work ethic and professionalism. David West is a guy that I'm going to miss. He's probably the most like me of anybody that I've coached, in that he just wants to do his work and go home. He's a guy that I could talk to, coach. If I had to get on him, he took it like a man, and there's no situation on the floor that he's afraid of. He's probably one of the toughest guys I've ever met. Plays with injuries. He'll be a great mentor to those young guys. And I'm going to miss him. I just think that you don't lose guys like David and just say, oh, well. This community and this franchise, that was a blow for us.
Did either one of them reach out to you yesterday to tell you their decisions?
No, they don't have to do that. We'll talk when we need to talk. I'm not concerned with that. I'm more concerned with the hole that we have, not having a David West, Ian Leslie, and those two kids, David and Deja, are not a part of this organization anymore, and that is something that you think about.
Good, thank you, Monty.